Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. It's wonderful to have you here. Happy holidays. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to set any requests or any requests to your personal well-being or anything that you're working towards. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. The kitties are here and being pretty loud, so you will get to hear the Gertie and the Hattie. And let me just adjust my mic. And if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com, and through the 26th of December 2023, you can use the coupon code SHOPSMALL2023. That's SHOPSMALL2023 to save 20% on all crystals and gift certificates for distance sessions and readings. So it's not too late to get that holiday gift. You can print it out yourself. So let's go ahead in. Let's take a peek at everything. Start setting up that crystal grid, say our hellos, and dive right in. Ta-da! So as usual, we're starting things off with our mirror here. This helps to reflect any not great energy, anything we don't need. The copper spiral helps to break up any blockages, get the energy flowing well. And we already had a couple of requests come in, so starting this grid off with some moss agate. This is really, really helpful for, let me just adjust those lights for you. And let's see if, there we go. So this is moss agate. Moss agate helps with any kind of virus or infection that you might be trying to fight off. It's also helpful for connecting with nature, sort of revealing and also letting go of fears of the unknown. It helps with psychological work, especially if you're doing any kind of inner child or higher self work. And it can be superb for just feeling connected to spirit and connected to unconditional love. And after that, we have some beautiful pink tourmaline. This is wonderful for all levels of healing on the physical body for women. So gynecologic health, it's superb for it. Hey there, you want to come up, Gertie? No, you just want to yell? Come on up. Come on up. We were just playing. They still want to play. So pink tourmaline also helps with headaches and especially migraines, as well as nerve pain, releasing a negative self-image. And it can be wonderful for mother-baby bonding. And Gertie, come on up. Oh. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, hey Vincent. Oh, little Gertie. You can stay here, you can walk away, whatever you like to do. Okay. Awesome. Yes, happy Yule. Happy belated solstice. All the good holidays. And I'm just double checking lights. I'm still getting used to this new camera and how it works. Yeah, that seems a little bit better. Let's go with that. Okay, cool. So let's see. We have Vincent. Lots of love to you and Cora Carr. I put that moss agate in for both of you. And we've got Patty. Lots of love for Key too, and lots of love for today's anniversary in your world. Lots and lots of love to you. Flower, Joanna Sparkles, Dell and Lori. Wonderful to see you both. Still Not Still. And yeah, let's dive right in. I am doing well. The cats are doing well. So let's see what we got. So if you're new here, you can request a specific theme or specific crystals, whatever works better for you. I still haven't gotten in any jade from the ones I misplaced in my move. I know as soon as I order new ones, the old ones will be found. That's just sort of how it works. But let's bring in some Larimer. Opal, Rose Quartz, Ruby. Rhodonite, Emerald, Peacock, or Azurite. So rose quartz we're likely all very familiar with. This one is superb for any kind of depleted feeling in the heart center. Anytime that you feel like you just could use a little bit of extra love. This also is very high vibrational, and it can help us shift into a different way of being as far as like setting new intentions around partnerships and relationships. This helps us to feel that we really are worthy of unconditional love. So that is rose quartz. We also have opal, which is highly protective. In most shamanic cultures, this is seen as sacred. It helps with keeping the person doing any kind of spiritual medicine in a way kind of shielded or hidden from anyone or anything that would do them harm. It also does help with manifesting what you need, as well as being, in general, quite protective. Azurite, this is superb for creativity, awakening the spirit, and also insight and intuition. Can be superb for like connecting with your spirit guides and your angels, as well as breaking down any energy blockages or like challenges and obstacles in your path. Helpful too for quieting the mind while you meditate or get energy work. Helps with indecision, helps to relieve worry as well. Also good for muscle spasms, and so we will bring this in. So that is azurite. Rhodonite helps with allergies, anything autoimmune, as well as the lungs in general. Wonderful for asthma. Helpful too for healing the cracks of a broken heart and for opening the heart to love again. Wonderful for working through any kind of insecurities and even healing the sort of impact of emotional abuse in the past. So I'll bring this in too. Let's see, I'll bring you here and here. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's keep going with that. Let's see, does that make this a little bit better? Yeah, it does. Okay. Still getting used to new technology. I do have sapphire. Welcome in, new. Awesome, good request. And yes, I do have sapphire. I will bring that in. I will get everybody's request before we go into the healing today. Here is some emerald. This is superb for the sinuses, the whole upper respiratory system. If you're dealing with any like bronchitis, upper respiratory infection, cold, this can be super helpful. Also wonderful for restoring confidence around our appearance, especially those things that we're really sensitive to. Also helpful for healing skin and tissue and for reinvigorating our passions in life. So that is emerald. And Larimer is really helpful for supporting us in activating our life's purpose, in following through, and in really anytime we follow our spiritual purpose, it's going to look different than anyone else's ever has been. So in a way, we're kind of beating that trail. We're blazing the trail. And this is one that helps you to feel really encouraged and totally capable of taking all of those steps and going on your own path. Helps too with not only unique confidence and feeling sure in your kind of innovative new way of looking at moving forward, but also helps to separate the ego from the self. So that is Larimer. This is found in the Dominican Republic on the island of Hispaniola. So there we go. And it's so good to see you. Awesome. Such good requests coming in. Oh, and you also requested Ruby. I missed that one. Ruby gives us the courage to be ourselves, while also helping to lend a hand, supporting us in our endeavors in regards to leadership and any kind of management. Also really helpful for love and fertility, as well as even fibromyalgia pain. So that is Ruby. Okay. There is Ruby for us. Nice. So good to see you both. Lots of love all the way out there to Ireland. Also, new job and ear healing. Gotcha. Lapis is actually excellent for both. So lapis lazuli can help us with integrity, follow through, owning up to our commitments and personal responsibility, as well as open, honest communication. Helpful too for the ears, especially for hearing loss and vertigo, but for anything impacting the ears, as well as pain and inflammation anywhere in the body. Helpful too if you're working through disorganization and trying to set new intentions around that. So that is lapis. And it's wonderful too for career improvement and career opportunities. I'm also going to bring in some tourmalinated quartz. Let's see, there we go. Tourmalinated quartz is really helpful for a number of things that seem pertinent today. So we're a couple of days out of Christmas, and so lots of people are traveling. This is very protective for anyone traveling, especially by car, but really any way that you travel. It also helps with bringing in new opportunities to earn. So that's new job, new passive revenue stream, new side hustle, all kinds of ways of bringing in money. So this will help support that. This is also black tourmaline running through clear quartz. Black tourmaline helps to break up really negative, old, stuck energy and repels kind of nasty energy. So this crystal altogether helps to break up really old, stuck, painful, traumatic energy so that it's a lot easier to start to work through releasing. It's also helpful at breaking up things like actual scar tissue. So that is tourmalinated quartz. So we will put that up here. So all the best to you in your job hunt. You got this. And all the best. Hey, Sister Sheba, welcome in. Oh, I'm grateful to have you here. Let's see. Next is Still Not Still, emotional resilience and medication working as you recover from an injury. Absolutely. So let's do emotional resilience. My favorite one for that is Bloodstone. Recovering from an injury. Okay. So emotional resilience, let's bring in that moonstone. This is one of my favorite like emotional first aid type stones. Even though it works for lots of things, it doesn't necessarily have to be a red hot emergency. Bloodstone is this beautiful deep green with like spots of red, and it can be really helpful with like emotional overwhelm as well as just despair. It helps to kind of lift that despair a bit. Wow, this camera is really struggling. Additional to that, this is when you have like a long-term kind of emotional thing cropping up. It helps you to have that stamina to keep sticking with it when you're struggling emotionally. Helps too with quieting your mind during meditation and with relieving self-doubt. So that is, did this turn off? That's what happened. Yeah, so that is bloodstone. So I hope that that helps. In addition to that, we have some shungite. This will help with healing, especially like illness, injury. This is wonderful for tissue repair. Emerald is as well. This also helps to release stress, emotional pain, and energy blocks. Really helps to deep clean our energy field and also protects us from taking on other energy that just doesn't serve us. Helpful too if you are sensitive to electromagnetic frequencies, like if you spend time around electronics and find that they make you feel very tired, very drained, even a little underwater or paranoid, shungite can be helpful, and I wish you all the best. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like the light's not working. Sorry about that, everyone. Hang on one moment, everyone. Bear with me. Okay, that works. Let's see. Okay, let's give that a try and see if that holds out. And yeah, absolutely all the best to you, Still Not Still. Yes, and don't forget to like the stream. Thank you so much for the reminder, Patty. Lila Ray. Absolutely, we can bring that in. Good to see you, Lila Ray. Okay, so let's see what's next. I'm grateful for you too, Dell. Let's see, Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace Agate. Garnet Aventurine. Clear. Okay. And selenite. So let's bring in the selenite first. Selenite reflects nothing but pure white light, and so this can be a really helpful stone for keeping energy of a space clear. It can also clear your own energy and even the energy of your crystals. Just put your crystals on it for a couple hours. Do not put it in water, it will melt, but it's also helpful for connecting with your guides and hearing them a little bit easier. So that is selenite. I actually have a big piece just beneath the grid. Yes! What's going on? Come on up! Come on up! Yes, Gertie! Oh, here, you can be on my lap. That's fine. You don't know what you want. Clear quartz is like at once an amplifier and also a blank slate. You can put any intention on clear quartz and essentially make it your own healing talisman. It also works to stand in place of any crystals that you want to work with but maybe don't have. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So if there's any crystals you want to work with that I don't have, you can imagine it being there with this clear quartz. Awesome. Kambaba stone is often called Kambaba jasper, but it's not actually technically a jasper. This is fossilized blue-green algae. This is exceptional for connecting with the earth if you want to do any kind of earth-related healing, especially like any kind of ecology or anything to support the environment. This can be really helpful. It also is wonderful for working with the energy of your ancestors, connecting with them, learning about them, even connecting with the land of your ancestors, learning languages, all of those wonderful things. And so we will bring this in. Additionally, this can be helpful for supporting the growth of crops and plants. I have a big piece near my indoor plants. And it also helps with courage, confidence, and deeper meditation. Oh, hello, Gertie. Indigo gabbro goes also by the name Mystic Merlinite. And this one helps us to really see into ourselves. It gives us a good chance to, or a really wonderful opportunity to really see the tendencies that we have, the habits that we have that are getting in our own way. So it can be very helpful with perception when you're doing any kind of shadow healing or deep internal work, working out our habits that kind of set us back. It's also helpful for integrating a spiritual connection and for anything like menstrual pain and even menopause. Helpful too for following your heart and just in general intuition. So that is Mystic Merlinite or Indigo gabbro. So let's put this here and here. Ooh. Crazy lace agate. So pretty. It's like so many different kinds of agate. This helps with balance and courage, as well as just internal strength, like feeling that you can stand up and be who you are in a really well-balanced and harmonized way. Helps to empower the heart and solar plexus chakra, and it brings a lot of spiritual protection. It's also helpful for the skin, the eyes, and speech. Helpful too for bringing some physical energy and also for connecting to the energy of the past. So that is Crazy Lace Agate. Garnet helps us with organization as well as courage, practicality, and even creativity. If you need to find the best way to get things done, get the most done in a few hours, this will help you to take that big look and say, okay, how can I get this done really efficiently? So it really helps us to review all of our processes and find the best way to go about them. Helpful too for balance and strength in times of really significant change. So that is garnet. There we go. Next here is green aventurine. This helps with the heart center. And it's very encouraging. This is a stone that helps us to see ourselves in a different light, usually without sort of looking down on ourselves. This is one that gives you a good amount of empowerment in seeing what you're capable of. So if you often struggle with, no, I can't do that, or I'm not capable of that, I could never do that, this is a stone that encourages you to see that it might be possible. Also helpful for eye problems, fertility, heart rhythms, and allergies. So we will bring this in. Yeah, anytime you're learning something new and you don't feel up to task, aventurine's a really good one. Helps you to kind of believe in yourself a little bit. And Super 7, which is a beautiful gift to us from Chris. Super 7 is a really potent stone of intuition and really every way that we might connect intuitively, whether you read cards, whether you have prophetic dreams, however you connect, this can help support that. Wonderful too for working towards bigger goals or like all of the smaller effort we put towards our dreams, as well as strengthening our energy field and even helping us to maintain a sense of inner peace and harmony and balance. Helpful too for healing past lives as well as healing the earth. So let's go ahead and bring some of this in. So that's Super 7. Okay. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to bring in even a little bit more. I'm just going to bring in a little piece here and here. There we go. Superb. And I do have peacock, or I will be bringing that in before the end. You're so welcome, Still Not Still. Renee, welcome in. Welcome in. I will get to everybody's requests for sure. Joanna, wonderful to see you. Dell's intentions: health, happiness, wealth, compassion, and to be in service to others. Let's see, we've got health, wealth, happiness, compassion, and to be in service to others. There we go. So for compassion, I'm going to bring in pink kunzite. So pretty. This is all about compassion. Whenever I hold this, it's like I can see the Kuan Yin. And this is excellent for not only compassion for others, but yourself as well. Helps too with commitment-based loving relationships and opening our hearts to love after heartbreak. Wonderful too for hormones, as well as those who might be sensitive to chemicals or kind of get the itchies here and there. That's absolutely me. I'm Captain super plain Jane everything for skincare because I break out for everything. Helpful too for neuralgia, which is nerve pain, as well as bouncing back after anesthesia. Some folks have more trouble than others. This is a great one for supporting that. Helpful too for motherhood, especially new moms, and for babies that are having trouble sleeping, as well as even dealing with toxic people. This can help you to have compassion for yourself and them as you have to deal with them. So we will bring in pink kunzite. For health, we've got tree agate. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, and that's the sister science to yoga. This is, you might be familiar with the chakras. That's part of the same system, but those are the big features. The smaller features are the nadi, N-A-D-I in English, and those help to spread energy throughout the body on a much more subtle way and in a much smaller way. And this helps to balance, harmonize, and regulate that flow. No matter the type of imbalance you may have, this helps to reset that. And so it's considered tridoshic, good for all different types of body type, all different types of doshas. So we will bring that in. That's wonderful for healing and wellness on all levels. For wealth, we have some citrine. This helps with calling in financial abundance and all the things we need to survive and thrive. Also helpful for balancing intuition with logic and for making good financial decisions, as well as nausea and addictions, compulsions, and fibromyalgia pain. So that is citrine. Natural citrine is this kind of orangey brownish kind of color like you see here. The bright yellows are usually heat or radiation treated amethyst. For happiness, let's bring in some fuchsite. That helps us to simply let go and have fun and just enjoy. And that might be a really good stone to have around for the holidays, whether you're going to be around folks or using this extra time on your own. Helps too with boosting the energy of other stones and reminding us to take care of ourselves and indulge in self-care. It's not an indulgence, it's like basic think of it as like a soul hygiene in a sense. Helps too with encouraging play as well as connecting with our inner child and spinal alignment as well as sleep disturbances. So that is fuchsite. So let's bring this in. So pretty. It's like green glitter. There we go. And for being of service to others, I thought to bring in chrysocolla. Chrysocolla helps with encouraging you to follow your heart and your spiritual purpose, your soul's purpose. Also helps with making decisions that are in alignment with you, with your highest good, as well as finding new methods of expressing yourself creatively. So that could be suddenly you want to like take a ceramics class or get into a new style of painting or drawing or crafting even. But this is wonderful for that, following your soul purpose and just kind of feeling where you want to go and how you want to be of service too. And Larimer can be really, really helpful with encouraging you on your soul's path too. So lots of love to you, Dell. So good to see you. And Merry Christmas for sure. MC, I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, MC. Absolutely, we'll send lots of healing and love. Hey, Lisa, Goddess of Four, Little Tree. Oh, the whole gang is starting to pile on in. It's good to see you all. Okay, cool. Flower, not sure about a stone for this. You feel very strange today. No idea how to explain it. You slept 17 hours last night and still feel like you could sleep more, like your whole persona feels weird. I can identify with that. I felt that way twice this week. And I was like, am I fighting something off? Do I just need more sleep? I don't know what's up. One day I just like gave in and just stayed in bed and watched some TV. It was like, I can today, so I will. But I know what you mean. And I know you're also getting over being not feeling so well. Let's, yeah, let's help you kind of reintegrate. So let's do... So there's two that I think could be helpful. The first one that comes to mind is red jasper. This helps with the root chakra. So that's basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, fear and safety kind of things. It's empowering. This has to do a lot with fighting injustice and bullying. But where I really feel like it could help you is it's connecting back into the body and feeling when we feel like we're not quite ourselves or not quite in our body, could be that we're just not grounded. So this can be really helpful. Also helps with things like depression and fertility, as well as grounding, just feeling rooted, feeling in our body, as well as psychic and spiritual protection. And it can be really helpful for emotional support for like long-term types of things too. But I feel like this might help you kind of feel back in your body. And even more so, definitely shungite. I feel like it's already in the grid, but shungite can be so helpful for helping us get through injury and illness, but it also helps to deep clean our energy field, so that can't hurt. And I'm going to bring in some snowflake obsidian. Really, really helpful for calming overstimulation and bringing back balance to the body, mind, and spirit connection. So that might be really helpful. This is also wonderful for serenity and peace, finding a sense of hope after any kind of loss. It helps to support clairaudience, which is our spiritual hearing, and it can also help with releasing feelings around guilt and calming overstimulation. So that is snowflake obsidian. I'm going to bring that in for you. So I hope you feel better soon. There we go. Yeah, I hope that helps, and I hope you get some rest. Oh, Patty, had trouble finding today's video because I didn't list it early. I'm so sorry. I usually put the video up a couple hours to a couple days ahead, and I completely forgot today. Jennifer Vatsa, good to see you. Next, we'll go ahead for new and bring in some sapphire. Sapphire helps with channeling and mediumship and any kind of intuitive awakening, especially the really big ones like that. Helps too with our connection with our angels and our spirit guides. Wonderful for our thyroid, eyes, and ears. So, Lori, this will help you too. It helps with bringing speedy justice, like speedy resolution with justice in mind. Helps too with channeling angelic energy. So if you work with IET or anything like it, this can be particularly helpful. And wonderful for envisioning positive outcomes when everything's changing and you don't know what's next to shift. So that is sapphire. Awesome. And Patty has some good requests. So let's bring some of those in. Oh, we got some of them already. So let's do, I was thinking of bringing Sodalite in actually. Sodalite, Epidote. I was thinking of bringing that in too. Epidote, Labradorite. Awesome. So let's start with some of this amethyst. Amethyst is wonderful for quite a few things, including better sleep, which is definitely a theme that we notice here a lot. But it's also really helpful for any kind of personal growth or personal healing. It's very much linked with things like recovery and working through addiction and things like that, but any kind of self-improvement. This is a stone that helps you to sort of own your goals and be responsible for yourself, but also not beat up on yourself. It's very much the embodiment of the serenity prayer of changing what you cannot accept and accepting what you cannot change. And so we will bring this in. Let's go ahead and, no, that's, let's see what we're gonna do. I know what we'll do. Let's take that clear quartz. And we will put some amethyst under rose quartz. There we go. And we will work these 4 pieces of clear quartz in. Septarian helps with muscle pain and healing wounds of the skin, and can be excellent for any kind of emotional growth. If you're going through any kind of identity crisis or rediscovering who you are. It also helps with really deep interpersonal work. It helps you to feel supported and not feel so overwhelmed with, it's a good way to put it, not feel so overwhelmed with vulnerability, feeling supported instead, so that you can really go deep and see the root beliefs and causes of things that keep happening in life. So this can definitely help with shadow work. Also helps too with understanding yourself, getting to know yourself in a really helpful way, in a really positive way. There we go. So that is Septarian. Next is Aquamarine, and we often jokingly call this the anti-Karen stone. So anyone working in or near retail this time of year, this is for you. Absolutely. So aquamarine can help with forgiveness, whether that's the I forgive you and let you go, or I forgive you and give you another chance. Whatever that might look like for you, this can support it. Also supports a nice deflection of really immature and petty behavior. Definitely that anti-Karen stone. Helps too with may justice prevail, may justice be at cause here, and wonderful too for circulation of fluids in the body, as well as health for the teeth and gums. But yeah, this is definitely one for meeting with family and certain folks during the holiday season, for sure. Yeah, stressful holidays brings kind of the not greatest out in all of us, though, doesn't it? Or it can. We don't have to let it come out. All right, let me just check the stream. Hey, Chris, I was wondering where you are. I'm so glad you're here. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. So still going with patties. So labradorite is one of our favorites for better sleep, and it also helps with clairvoyance, which is our spiritual sight and what we see when we meditate or scry or even read tarot cards. Helpful too for detailed attention, like fine detail to things, as well as research and study, workplace harmony, and definitely supports those in customer service. So again, those of you working in or around customer service this time of year, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Helps to enjoy travel as well. And lots of you will be traveling soon. So that is labradorite. Many moons ago, I worked at Best Buy for a couple of years. And I worked in customer service and sometimes at the registers, respectively. So I know I've been through it. Okay. Amazonite is super helpful when it comes to self-care and for focusing on the self when needed, especially for folks who tend to think of themselves last. Hang on one moment. Sorry there, I didn't want to risk coughing into the microphone. Amazonite's also really helpful for the spine and spinal nerves. But yeah, anyone who tends to be the caregiver, who tends to neglect themselves, this reminds you to take care of yourself and gives you a lot of self-empowerment to say, like, I need my time. Helpful too for calming in general, as well as luck. So there is Amazonite. Epidote helps with recovery from illness and injury. So that's definitely a couple of you, including Flower. I was thinking about this for you, so I'm glad it came out. This also helps with the brain. It's thought to have a connection with helping those with Parkinson's. Helps too with resetting the nervous system. It supports the skin, and it's also really helpful for connecting with the fairy realm. This is one I've worked with in the past to help with the negative self-talk. If you tend to talk down to yourself, this is a lovely stone to work with. It can help you to notice that and to start to redirect that. So that is Epidote. Next is Chevron Amethyst, and that helps with tolerating others, which, yeah, if only we could we could give this to everybody in every kind of like big grocery store around Thanksgiving or Christmas. Yeah, Chevron Amethyst also helps with any kind of degenerative disease, whether it's something neurodegenerative or something like degenerative disc disease. This can help either way and both ways. So I think this is I don't want to mispronounce your name. This will also help you, Sister Sheba, if memory serves. So yeah, this also, Chevron Amethyst also helps to send our messages up to spirit and helps us to be open to a message in return. So it can really help by empowering anything that we are manifesting. So that is Chevron Amethyst. Green onyx is superb for sadness, loneliness, and grief. And also really helpful for making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good. Wonderful too for like emotional shutdown and just being like emotionally bereft, as well as moving forward despite still being in emotional pain. So this can definitely be considered one of my favorite emotional first aid type crystals. Peridot helps with breaking bad habits and getting to the root of cycles that are holding us back. This is also a stone that really encourages good friendships. This is very much the friendship stone. Helps too with releasing guilt, anger, and jealousy, as well as helping support any kind of digestive issues, especially things like acid reflux and Crohn's. So that is peridot. It's also got a connection with depression and prosperity. So that's peridot. Red tiger eye is highly protective, both from spiritual energy and psychic energy, as well as mundane bullying, being picked on, gaslighting, triangulation, all those kinds of things. Helpful too for manifesting quick money, like when you really need it in a hurry. But if you know anyone that tends to get bullied or picked on, this is a great stone to consider for them. And if bullying is something that comes up for you around the people you see around the holidays, this can be a good one to keep around you too. So that is red tiger eye. Pyrite helps with attracting financial abundance. It is fool's gold, and it's usually found near real gold. And so there's this concept of like pyrite will help bring in the real gold. Helps too with bringing in intuition while also being very protective and helping to kind of put that filter around your intuition. Helps too with the lungs as well as fever and with memory, so information recall and things like that. Helpful too for supporting your body to make the most of a Reiki session. So it's always a good fit here. But yeah, we use it quite a bit for manifesting financial abundance. And sodalite. This helps with communication, especially like open, honest communication. It helps us to express ourselves, and that can include writing, talking, performing, singing, anything, any way that you express your true self. It can very much help mitigate those tendencies towards misunderstanding that can happen around Mercury retrograde, which we're in right now. Helps too with relieving menopause symptoms and helps with coming to terms with aging too. Wonderful for grounding impulses as well as dealing with any kind of homesickness, which makes it really kind of great for this time of year. So let's put some of this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put this here. So that is sodalite. Yes, sodalite is very helpful for mitigating the impacts of Mercury retrograde. Okay, awesome. So, oh, and desert rose selenite. So, desert rose selenite, as I've learned from you all, this is wonderful for protection of like property deals, and also really helpful for supporting big lifestyle changes that are going to be like one step at a time kind of things. It helps you with that one step at a time progress. Helps too with perseverance around things like education and schooling, and it's wonderful for upset stomach, especially if that comes up around times of travel. Wonderful too for clearing the skin and helping the body rid itself of viruses, and as well as men's health. Also wonderful for just the wellness and healing of animals too. So we will go ahead and bring this in. This is also a really good stone for redefining yourself after a big loss or in a big shift in your life. Let's actually put this on the clear quartz. Oh, that's pretty. There we go. So that is desert rose selenite. Thank you so much for being here, Patty. It's good to see you. Ah, Sister Sheba, yeah, the chevron amethyst will be very, very helpful for it, for sure. Oh, it's okay. Nobody's ever late to the live stream unless you're me. You don't have to be here when we start. Yeah, the only one that can truly be late to the live stream is me. So let's see who was next. Lila Ray requesting anything for your husband's back pain, as well as continued healing for your son. Absolutely. So we've got the good like healing after surgery stones with shungite, epidote, and emerald for sure. Yeah, that'll do. So definitely have those. We'll put the intention that those help your son too. And husband's back pain, we have Amazonite in there, which helps with the spine pain as well as the spinal nerves. And lapis helps with pain and inflammation generally. I feel like one that can be really helpful for that is malachite. So malachite helps with processing really painful emotions, anything going through the heart center that's just really difficult to process. It helps us to move through it at a healthy pace, not too fast, not too slow, so that we can truly process those things and move forward without being held back by past emotional pain. On the physical level, very helpful for pain, inflammation, arthritis, all of that kind of stuff, as well as insomnia, depression, anxiety, and even phobias, especially fear of flying. And of course, always a good reminder, I usually think of it around malachite time, that just a reminder, nothing I do is meant to be a replacement for anything else. I'm also not one of those healers that's like gonna eschew medicine. Like you don't have to prove one thing works by throwing out the other thing. I feel like use whatever works. And I use medications, and I hang out with crystals, and I do Reiki all the time, and. So I really hope that helps your husband and your son too feel better. And it's wonderful to see you. So definitely take care and enjoy your holidays. And Renee Sims, please add something for overworked muscles. Absolutely. For muscles, this is really helpful. Septarian, but so is serpentine. Serpentine is really helpful for the muscles, whether it's weakness or tension in the muscles. Either way, this can help with things like calcium and magnesium deficiency as well, and can also be helpful for blood sugar levels, whether someone might tend towards diabetic or hypoglycemic. This can help. Also wonderful for rashes, eczema, and it's thought to help support folks with dementia. So that is serpentine. Sorry, this is serpentine. So that may help with the muscles. There we go. Let's get one that lays a little flatter. There we go. So that should help. And yeah, I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else I can do, Renee, and all the best to you. Little tree, it's all good. No such thing as late, unless you're me. Goddess of Four, healing intentions, joy for the holidays, healing for foot, joints, and sinus, and also weight loss and fast money. So we've got red tiger eye, which helps with fast money. And we've also got citrine and pyrite, which help with financial abundance. Let's bring in some for weight loss. Let's bring in blue apatite. Healing the foot and joints. We'll bring in howlite. So blue apatite, howlite. Sinuses, very much emerald. But I'm also going to bring in green kyanite because it'll kind of support that too. Cool. So let's bring in blue apatite. Helps with not just weight loss specifically, but just a healthier relationship with food and the role it plays in our life. Whatever that shift looks like to you, this can help support it. Also wonderful for strengthening our energy field, which is wonderful for empaths. Helps too with learning about our soul's purpose and feeling the courage to enact it. And it can be very helpful for inner peace and harmony. So we will bring in some blue apatite. There we go. Howlite helps with all matter of joint pain, as well as anything with the bones. This is thought to help support the skeletal system to do all the things that it needs to do. It supports things like bone integrity. I work with this a lot because I have osteopenia, which is like a milder version of osteoporosis. This is also helpful with the joints, whether it's like an acute injury or older like pain and dysfunction in the joint. Helps too with anger, frustration, and resentment as well. Helps to release those. So that is howlite. So this also will help Lila Ray's husband's back too. So let's bring this in. So howlite. This is, I feel like, one of the most underrated healing stones. It's so often people try to dye it and pass it off as turquoise when it is not turquoise. It's a beautiful stone in its own right. And green kyanite can be really, really helpful when it comes to spiritual stuff, but also breathing. It helps the throat, chest, lungs, and heart. So it's great for things like asthma, as well as getting better from a cold. And also helpful for balancing our regular mundane life with our spiritual side. Helpful too for gaining wisdom through our intuition, as well as supporting the healing of plants. It's one that I often recommend for folks that might be learning herbalism or anything like that. So let's go ahead and place these right outside of pink kyanite. There we go. So that's green kyanite. So all the best to you. I hope that helps. And take care, Goddess of Four. I hope you have a wonderful holiday if I don't see you before then. Something for overcoming a breakup. MC, we have the two best breakup stones that I have. So one is pink kunzite, which really helps to heal a broken heart. And it also helps to renew your sense of hope and be open to love in the future, as well as rhodonite, which definitely helps to heal the cracks of a broken heart. So both of those are really, really helpful for that. Let's also bring in I feel like Moonstone wants to be the one to come in for you today, and that makes sense. So we definitely got the stones I would have already picked for you, but in addition to those, Moonstone can be really helpful. This is wonderful for attracting love, so you can think of it that way, but it's also helpful for, it's thought of very much as a woman's stone. This is a stone that can help with things like connection to the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature, but it's also thought to support women, protect women, and also help with things like connection to the divine feminine, as well as women's health. Also connection to wisdom and knowledge, especially spiritual truths or healing systems that might be even ancient. Helpful too for intuition and releasing any patterns that no longer serve. And if anyone is attracting love, this can help with attracting a soulmate. But this is the one that felt like it came up for you, was Moonstone. So I hope that this helps, and all the best to you as you work through the breakup. So not that there's ever a good time for a breakup, but I feel like the holidays is always the worst time. So there we go. Awesome. So lots of love. And let's see. I feel like that's what really wants to come in for you. So I hope that that helps. Keep me posted if there's anything else I can do. All the best to you. Jennifer, cool. More energy, less tired, a lot of money manifestation, absolutely. And you've got some, I think you had some crystal requests. Yes, Aqua Aura, Blue Lace Agate will also help with MC. So Aqua Aura, Blue Lace Agate, Dumortierite, Kunzite's already in there, and Iolite. So Iolite is one that helps with intuition. It's a wonderful stone for the third eye, and especially for clairvoyance or spiritual sight. It's a very helpful stone for things like shamanic journeying or scrying or anything where your sense of spiritual sight is really important. Helpful too with weight loss, fever, money management, and sleep disturbances, especially if they're caused by energetic reasons. So that's Iolite. Let's do this here and here. Dumortierite helps with anger and frustration, as well as Uranus type energy. If you're really into astrology, if you know what's going on in your chart, if there's a big Uranus transit or that kind of energy at play, this can be really helpful. But in larger perspective, for those who aren't into that, this is really helpful for like chaotic types of situations. It also helps to encourage tidiness, and it's wonderful for patience, patience for yourself and patience for others. Helpful too for standing up for yourself. It's also helpful for dogs that tend to be nervous, and it's wonderful for healing ligaments and tendons. So this is Dumortierite. And let's put this right here next to Iolite. Aqua Aura is one that I have used for depression with a lot of luck. And like I said before, I'm not the one who's, gonna poo-poo on modern medicine. Like, it helps. Do all the things that you know to help. I take the meds. I do all the other things, meditate, Reiki, all those things, hanging out with crystals. I've personally found this really helpful for things like depression. This started its life as clear quartz and was put through a process that involved gold to actually turn it blue like this. So I definitely encourage working with it. There's not a lot written about them because not a lot of folks have worked with them yet. So there's that. But if there's anything else you like to use Aqua Aura for, definitely let me know. And blue lace agate can really help with expressing our feelings, especially the emotions that are really difficult to express. This can also help to soften the words that we're going to use to deliver bad news or potentially hurtful news to someone too. Helps too with skin allergies, tension headaches, and even sore throats, really anything to do with the throat chakra, as well as arthritis and fractures. So that is blue lace agate. And I think I got all of them. And let's see. More energy, less tired, and also money manifestation. So let's bring in some cinnabar, which also goes by vermilion. You may have heard it called that. Cinnabar, like natural cinnabar, has been used by people for thousands of years, and it is super toxic. It is mercury. And in fact, the only cinnabar in this specimen I'm holding are the red pieces. Oftentimes, if you purchase a piece from like a crystal shop, what you'll get is cinnabrite. It's often sold as cinnabrite. And this is mostly quartz, and just those little red spots are cinnabar because you don't need a lot, and a lot can be kind of dangerous. This has been thought of as the merchant stone for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It's thought to bring customers into a business. And I know, Jen, you own a business, which everyone, if you want to check out Jen's awesome stuff, just go ahead and Google Belladonna's Botanicals and you'll get her shop. So I hope that this brings some customers to your business, my business, and anyone else out there that's in business for themselves. So there we go. So lots of love to you. Oh yeah, Dell, thank you for reminding me. So everybody, I do want to do a live stream on Christmas, but I don't know what time to do it, and I forgot to put up the poll. So if you happen to be here right now and you wouldn't mind putting in your 2 cents, when would you like to have the stream on Christmas? I was thinking like 7 p.m., but maybe it's 8 p.m. If that's too late, let me know what other time might be better. But yeah, give me your insights in the chat if you don't mind. Thank you for reminding me, Dell. And yes, I'll be live on New Year's as well too. But yeah, I'll be live Christmas Eve for our usual Sunday stream, and I'll be live on Christmas whenever you guys want to come out. But it can be earlier, it can be later. I'm here all day, so. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Lisa, mom's recovery from infection, vertigo, and edema. Gotcha. Brother and brother-in-law's heart and lungs, and for your sister's sight. Gotcha. So, infection, the best one we have is moss agate, and that's already in there. And for vertigo, that would also be lapis, which is in there. Edema, movement of fluid through the body. Aquamarine is super helpful for that, as is unakite. Unakite helps with the heart circulation and movement of fluids in the body. It helps metabolism. So for those of you looking to set weight loss as a goal, also helps with addictions like quitting smoking. So this will support Chris. Helpful for marriage and good relationships, as well as every stage of a woman's life from onset of menses through menopause, and especially through fertility, labor, delivery. So that is unakite. So let me bring that in. For eyes, we have Crazy Lace Agate and Aventurine. And that also helps heart rhythms. And for heart and lungs, definitely emerald as well as green kyanite, both of which are in there. So I hope that that helps them. For you, continued support for difficult problem in one of your jobs and help with balanced energy and lifestyle. So difficult problems in one of your jobs. Ruby is helpful for management and leadership, and aquamarine is also really helpful for the workplace, as is labradorite can be helpful in the workplace. Help with balanced energy and lifestyle. Let's do polychrome jasper. This helps to reignite the soul's purpose, and it can break up indifference if anyone feels just kind of stuck or apathetic. Helpful too for motivation, confidence, and for physical movement, joint health, really like getting moving and having that I want to get up and get moving and the energy to do it. Also helps with confidence in your ability to move, as well as connection to the Earth Star chakra, which is enacting our soul's purpose, making it actionable. So we'll bring this in. And another one that can be really helpful is bumblebee jasper. This helps with physical energy, vitality, as well as mental focus, like being able to focus one's mind. Helps too with decision making and with empowering manifestation. It's also a great stone for like a let's sink our teeth in and get the work done. And that's whether you're working alone with something or with other people. So this can also help the work thing too. Helps too with positivity in general, as well as confidence and motivation. So this is bumblebee jasper. And just a side note, this has large amounts of sulfur as well as arsenic, so do be careful with it. But I hope that this helps, Lisa, and lots of love to you and your family this holiday season. I'm gonna go ahead and put that here for now. See how it goes in. But all the best to you, but I feel like that'll help with balanced energy and lifestyle. Something around trying to find happiness and enjoyment with family this time of year rather than being caught in grief or busyness. Gotcha. Good call. Let's bring in some Herkimer diamond. This is such a helpful stone when it comes to being in the present moment. It is so hard to be in the present moment in today's society and just reality, but especially at the holidays, like to just enjoy where you are and in the moment and not everything else that's going on. Helps too with empowering manifestation, connecting to divinity, and empowering manifestation. Also helpful for bringing in a lot of relaxation, as well as balancing metabolism and helping to support intuition and connection to spirit. So that is Herkimer diamond. Let's go ahead and bring these in around the shungite. I feel like that can really help. So I hope that does, Lisa, and it's wonderful to see you, and I hope you have a beautiful holiday if I don't see you before then. Totally reasonable. Let's see. Do I sell moonstone or red jasper? Yes, I have both on my website. I have moonstone up. I think it's up. If not, I don't remember if I put up my new stock yet. I will double check that, but I definitely have red jasper. And let's see. And thank you for asking. Anytime is great. Yeah, so if 7 p.m. works, then let's do 7. Cora Carr, lots of love to you. Okay, let's do some of Chris's requests, and then we will dive into the healing. So, rose quartz is in there, moonstone is in there, herkimer, sapphire, iolite, garnet, green aventurine, pyrite, citrine, ruby, emerald are all in there. Malachite's in there, lapis is in there, snowflake and selenite are all in there, labradorite's in there. Yeah, there's the only ones still outstanding from your list are rhodochrosite, rutilated, and carnelian. Rutilated helps with focusing the mind and really focusing anywhere that you might be, any style of healing you might be getting. This helps to focus the energy of whatever that healing is to where it's most helpful. It also helps to focus the mind, and it brings us a good deal of physical energy. It's if you feel really low energy after an injury or an illness, this is also one that can help like give you that physical kind of boost. So that's a rutilated quartz. Let's see where we shall put you. Let's do one big piece of rutilated quartz right here. Rhodochrosite helps with mother-child kind of bonding as well as wounds around that, like emotional wounds there. So like maternal type stuff. Helps too with the heart and circulation as well as with intuition, particularly things like journeying and telepathy, as well as connecting with your ancestors. Wonderful for also connecting with the energy of or the presence of any deceased pets, and for supporting asthma and relieving stress headaches. So that is rhodochrosite. So let's bring this in here. I feel like I'm about to have a little fall down. No, we're good. Okay. And carnelian helps support relationships in every way. This is very much about the sacral chakra that's just beneath the navel, and that's where we relate to, more broadly speaking, the whole world and society and community. And on a much closer level, the close interpersonal relationships in our lives. This also is about romantic relationships and sexuality as well as fertility. It helps us to heal colds as well as wounds, and it can be wonderful for things like attracting your soulmate relationship. So that is carnelian. It's also really helpful for creativity. So let's bring that in. And I think we got everything else on your list. We did. We've got everything else on your list. Awesome. Okay, lots of love to you, Chris. Oh, that's awesome. So glad to have you, Sister Sheba. And for Cora Carr, I put in some moss agate for you and Vincent. Angelite, celestite, and smoky quartz. Bethany, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Angelite, celestite, smoky quartz. Angelite, celestite, And smoky quartz. Smoky quartz helps to protect property. It's been used since the Middle Ages for doing so, and it also helps to protect our physical energy. It's very protective. It's also very calming. It helps with transmuting negative energy, so it can also be used to keep the energy of your home or office really nice. And it's wonderful for just like calming worry. Like if you're one of those folks that tends to worry, this is a good stone to keep around all the time. So we will bring in smoky quartz. And then for angelic connection, we have both angelite and celestite, which are very much related. Angelite that stays in the earth's crust for the right amount of time under the right circumstances will turn into celestite. So celestite is helpful for connecting with our angels and our guides, as well as just higher wisdom in general. Helps too with discernment, with intuition. So if you're stuck with like, I'm feeling kind of apprehensive, is it my intuition? Is it a fear? Is it my logic telling me something? It helps you to tell where it's coming from. Also helps with shifting our relationship to pain. It changes our experience of pain because it tends to very much awaken the upper chakras, which really kind of separates us a little bit from our physical body. So it can be supportive of pain relief in that way. So there we go. There we go. And that's celestite. And let's do this. And then angelite, as the name would suggest, really helps us to connect with our angels, as well as our spirit guides and helpers. It helps us to feel connected to source and very supported. Wonderful too for spiritual connection, even very deep, high-level spiritual protection. Helpful too for getting the most out of sound healing as well. So that is angelite. And so we will put a piece here and a piece here. Bring this in. And I think we have a beautiful grid. We also have peacock ore here, which also goes by chalcopyrite. This helps with executive function. If you struggle with ADHD or planning and things, especially if you have PTSD like I do, I have issues with that. This is a really helpful stone for that. Also with things like finding things that are lost or kind of having a more organized mind in that sense. Very helpful too for rebirth, as well as kind of like relaunching yourself. And for birth, thought to really help support those who are literally giving birth. So that is chalcopyrite or peacock ore. So yay. There we go. Thank you, Crystal. Okay. I love all the responses. Thank you so much for the help in deciding a time. It's looking like 7 p.m. is a good bet. Oh, lots of blessings to you too, Chris. It's all good. Okay, cool. So looking like it might be 7 p.m. So for those of you who might want something earlier, I'll see what I can do and maybe do twice. Keep an eye on the channel. I might just be able to do once. So it will probably, it looks like, okay, let's say at 7 p.m. I will definitely be live. And we'll see if I might be able to do something earlier. Let me see what time my guest is coming over. Yes, it looks like I'm planning to have the Reiki session on Christmas at 7 p.m. Cool. Awesome. Thank you all so much for your insight, and thank you, Del, for reminding me. Yeah, so it starts at 7. We'll probably end around 9:30. Cool. So it is 5:30 now, so let's go ahead and get into that healing. I'm going to do the thing I do where I explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how to make the most of your session. While I'm doing that, you can help me by boosting the energy of where you're at by simply thinking about all of the things that you're grateful for, hitting that like button, and then sharing whatever of those things you're grateful for you feel comfortable sharing in such a public format. That will powerfully lift the energy, and then we're going to get into the Reiki healing. So thank you so much for being here with me. So thanks again for being here with me. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and you can learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes. You can schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or shop my Reiki charged crystals at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, and there's a coupon code that you can use through the 26th of December 2023. And that coupon code is Shop Small 2023. Again, that's Shop Small 2023, no spaces, and it's good for 20% off all crystals and distance healing gift certificates through the 26th of December 2023. So, what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less like a catch-all term for energy healing here in the West, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This is named after Mikao Usui, the founder of this system, and he created the system in the early 1920s in Japan during a time when teaching anything that could even be misunderstood as part of a religion had some serious consequences. So it is highly spiritual, yet completely secular. And that's just, I feel, why we love it so much in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of this system, for that we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which the thought is spirit supports us by bringing in this lovely soul energy that our body, mind, and spirit use to bring us into resilience and healing on a moment-to-moment basis. It's like what empowers our body, mind, and spirit to keep on going. And it's what helps us to be more than simply a collection of cells. It's our soul energy, which is what it actually translates to, spiritually guided soul energy. And basically what I'll be doing is connecting to that energy that's already flowing through all of us and everything in the world as well. And I'll connect with that energy and I'll direct more of it to you, wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. So it'll be there for you. As you enjoy your session, I just want to put it out there. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. Generally, just being open to it is all that's required. And by being here, you're already open to it. So go ahead and get comfy. Sit up, lay down, any way that you feel comfy is fine, but you don't even have to stay still. You can stretch, move, journal, do whatever feels right in this time. It's your time to enjoy in your own special way. But certainly if that involves a gentle nap, awesome, all the better. But yeah, if you need to get up and get a glass of water or a blanket, certainly do that. And if you ever want to bring your session like a little bit deeper, or if you get distracted, just simply take a deep breath in and out at any time you like, and it'll bring you right back in. During the session, you may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. You may also have your, mentally, you may be able to find a resolution to something you've been working on, to hear your subconscious, and you may also, spiritually speaking, get some insights or intuitions. You may also have a beautifully healing nap that is highly encouraged. So as I send this to all of you, the session will last 25 minutes, during which time you'll notice that the lights will shift downwards and they'll start to move from one color to the next slowly and gently. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description, so you can learn more about her there. And I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times, and then additional for holidays. So definitely go ahead and subscribe and put your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. And you can go ahead and make this part of your regular healing routine. If you enjoy just kind of like getting the healing, no worries. You can always enjoy the healing from the past sessions by looking at the past healing playlist. Pick any old picture of a crystal grid that you like, and it'll absolutely be the right one. Reiki is one of those things that it's not bound by our boundaries. So as a human, I can't be in more than one place at one time, but the Reiki can be everywhere all the time. So whenever you're watching this video, the energy will absolutely meet you and support you. And so it's always there for you. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I deeply appreciate this, and it truly is an honor to share this healing with all of you. So thank you. So let's go ahead in. We'll take a closer look at that grid, and we will get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. Let's see. This side, yeah. Let's bring this in a little bit. That's true. You can catch the healing later. I'll post the stream nice and early. So if you want to go in, say like sometime on Sunday, and you can like pre-request for yourself if you want to as well. Awesome. Thank you all so much. What a beautiful group of folks. Oh, thank you all so much. Awesome. So everybody go ahead, get nice and comfy, and know that you don't have to do anything, just be. And the Reiki will support you. So let's dive into the healing. I'm going to go ahead and turn that music up. Enjoy your session, and I'll see you in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Gently come back to your body. Stretch, move, and bend if you need to. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. Oh, good to know, Patty. You're welcome, Still Not Still. You're welcome, Little Tree. It's good to see you. Happy holidays to both of you. You're welcome, Flower. I hope you feel better. Oof, what a big yawn. Thank you, Bethany. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, Renee. I'm going to look up what song was playing and see which one that was. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa and Chris. It's so good to see you all. And as a reminder, I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, Sunday, 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, and on Christmas at 7 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. Oh, wonderful, Dell. Thank you, Dell. May we all walk in beauty indeed. Yes, happiest of holidays to everyone that I won't see before Christmas. And also, good thing to keep in mind, I will do the same thing New Year's that I did last year at New Year's. I'll be just on for a couple of hours and taking questions and throwing down some tarot cards for us. And I'll definitely put up a questionnaire about what time to do that. Awesome. See you at 8, Renee. Thank you, Lori. I hope you have an amazing Christmas too, you and Dell. I'm happy his birthday landed on a Friday too. Double dose of Reiki for you. Okay, well, I'm going to go here and start bringing the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude. Thank you all so much. If I don't see you by the holidays, happy holidays. I hope to see you again soon. Take care. And bye for now.